Right back at you. Right back at you. I think I got a few more minutes with y'all. You feel me? I just had a video. I posted it, but it takes its time. It's called Leverage and taking control. Feel me? This video, I think I'm gonna call it like the movie that I was watching, History of Violence. You feel me? There's been a lot of history of violence against your boy. Yeah, more. That's me. Yeah, we speaking French now. Oui. More. Feel me? Shout out to all the birds out here flying around. I'm in the territory. Usually they don't have this much humans coming in the domain. Interesting. Now, let me get out of here. Because when you see the grass moving and you don't see what moved around like that, you gotta be cautious. Could be something else. Anyway, yeah. Usually the birds don't really be having too many people walking around here like that. Usually just cars driving by, like this one right here. Feel me? It's usually a car just driving by and everything else like that. Chill, birds. So they're not really used to having me walk around here like that. So every time they see me, they just be surprised and everything else like that. It's a beautiful birds out here. Feel me? Niggas done stole my iPhone, so it's not like I can flip the camera around and show you who the bird is. You hear it in the background. It has a beautiful sound, very clear. A pure and direct sound. It almost sounds like an instrument. Actually, the instrument was inspired by the sound of the birds itself. You feel me? That clarity, that natural force, without any glitches, I could say, without any deviation or slowing down or error, that kind of stuff. Anyway, a history of violence towards more. Feel me? They hate on me. Feel me? They be hating on me. You dig? They just be assigning people just to hate on me. Feel me? Every day I wake up, even on the bus today, they had like 4 people on the bus, all haters. All of them were haters. Not even one of them it wasn't like half a hater, not 3.5. It was all of them. You feel me? I already knew when I got on the bus, I'm like, oh, these people are just jealous of me. You know what I mean? They just jealous. It's just plain and simple, just jealous of me, man. So I was on the bus, paying attention to me, making sure that I was very attentive, aware, feel me? I didn't want to do too much, right? I didn't want to be too much into my phone. And sometimes when I'm too much into my phone, it's like, I literally go to sleep right away sometimes. So I'm like, you know what? I stay attentive. Feel me? I set the alarm and everything else, and I was very aware of my surroundings. Tried to be very aware of my surroundings and everything else. They'll still get you regardless, because I can't be attentive every moment. You feel me? I'm not that scared or anything else like that. Have my eyes wide open, like feel me? I'm comfortable in any environment. You feel me? So as I was about to get off the bus, one of them just decided to want to say something to me. You feel me? It's like when a person does not get, because he came to do something. You feel me? But the fact that I was aware, I had my alarm on, making sure that I was awake and everything else like that, he felt that he didn't get enough of what he came, or his intention was not met. So he decided to throw a little bit of shots in there and he couldn't physically hurt me or couldn't physically get to me. So he tried to emotionally get to me by trying to say something to me. But luckily I had my headphones on. So he called for my attention, which I turned around and looked at him, right? Him or hell, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it even was human. But it could have been a dog in disguise. Who knows? But when I turned to him, I decided to ignore him. I didn't want to give him my attention or anything else like that. And I turned back around. I hear him speaking, but I didn't know what he was saying or what he was trying to mumble the words or whatever. I just decided not to even give him my attention at all. So just so I can take my power back. You feel me? That was my power. What he was trying to do was trying to rub it in, try to attack me with words. You feel me? Because he knew whatever he came to do was not satisfied. If he was satisfied with what he did, he would have been quiet. You feel me? He would have been definitely be quiet and feel fulfilled with what he did. But he was not fulfilled with what he did. He wasn't full with what he did, so he had to come at me through words. You feel me? And that didn't work. He tried to come at me through words, but that didn't work. That rhymed. Anyway, but that didn't work because I ignore him completely. Completely ignore him. You feel me? I'm like, fuck this, you don't even talk to me, man. Get out of my way. You feel me? Don't talk to me at all. I talk to you when I know that you have good intentions. You feel me? But once I know that, you know what I mean? If I take the bus every day, feel me? And I know I don't see you on the bus, okay, occasionally. Feel me? He happened to be walking by, then he decided, that particular individual decided to just get on the bus at the last second. Like, it was like a few seconds the bus was about to pull up. He was like, let me just take a joyride. Let me go fuck with this nigga. Feel me? That's what was going on. They just don't know how to lose, man. You feel me? They just don't know how to lose. Feel me? These people have been competing against me since Friday. I mean, it's been forever, but I'm talking about consistently. This is what happens when you don't get your way. They try to use words and noise to try to get the best of you. You feel me? That's when you know. That's when you should know, like, yo, don't feel agitated. Don't feel annoyed. Let him pass. Do not feel agitated. Do not feel annoyed in any form or shape or capacity or anything else like that. Just know that they have to resort to that, because if they had you already, they wouldn't even want to they wouldn't even make any noise or nothing like that. They just be acting like they didn't do nothing at all. You feel me? If they get you. But when they don't get you, that's when they come at you with words and try to hurt you emotionally, because physically they couldn't get to you. You feel me? So you just gotta be careful with these things. And they just mad, you feel me? These individuals are mad. Nobody taught them how to think for themselves. Nobody taught them how to have a discernment. Nobody taught them how to have some form of compassion. Maybe they did, but it's just that their mental capacity, their emotional intelligence to fight off that wickedness, to give it an elbow, like, yo, back off, relax yourself. You feel me? To tell their emotions to relax themselves. They have no control over their emotions, but yet are trying to control another human being. You can't control how you react, but yet you trying to have control over another human being. They don't even think of that far. You feel me? They can't control their madness. When something happened right now, they're going to be mad and overreact and start planning to get you. Like, I'm going to get them. Have a whole month plan. Weeks. But yeah, you can't control your emotions. You feel me? Rule number 1. If you want to control anybody, you need to have control over yourself first. You just can't. I have never heard of anybody who had control over somebody who couldn't control. You're going to end up destroying the person you're trying to control and destroying yourself in the process. You are what we call a bacteria or a cancer. You feel me? You know what I mean? And this is what I call a history of violence. A history of violence is basically, these people have a track record of doing nothing but bad. Bad intentions. Bad. Even when they haven't showed it yet, that's because you haven't taken the time out to open your eyes to see what's going on. You are naive about the situation of the things that's going on. Until a nigga like me come out and make everything very clear. Or I see you, data. Oh, let me see the time, because, you know, the devil always working. What's up, Dev? So, I always got to look at the time. Let's look at the time. Look at the time, because they always trying to get you. You feel me? I always got to look at the time. I see HR. Human resource. They always try to intimidate you, feel me? When I start talking something real like this, they try to bring HR, management. I'm like, stop it, man. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. That's not going to stop me from telling y'all what I got to say, you feel me? You can't intimidate me with your vest. No, that's not going to happen. You're actually going to motivate me to think about something I ain't said yet. And that was the case right now. You feel me? Feel me? This is just a history of violence. A history of violence include people who don't know how to just accept their losses. You feel me? So they start making plans and everything else, following people home. You know how that shit go. Feel me? I said that in my last video. You know what I mean? Stalking people. You dig? Using people like that. Like, you know, they will use positions that they held to abuse power. You feel me? These are all history of violence. You feel me? They even use trainees to do their dirty jobs for them. And it's very confusing when you have a man, you feel me, dressed as a woman who is basically stealing a girl's job. You know what I mean? Because a girl is supposed to be in that position. But now they've taken a portion out of a depressed gender already, because girls are already depressed. They're not getting equal pay, like they said. Now you have this whole group of individuals, men, that's coming in surgery, that got titties and ass and everything else like that. And they're taking the position of a job or position that a girl can occupy. And they're hiring these individuals. And I'm on a roll with nothing but men. I don't give a fuck if that nigga look like a girl. He's still a man. So I'm on a roll with nothing but men. You feel me? And they make it seem like I'm next to... No, I'm not next to a fucking girl, nigga. That was nothing but boys on that motherfucking road. Trying to confuse you and shit. That shit is too confusing. Make it make sense. You feel me? Dig? But they'll have trannies all over the place. You see me? Doing their dirty job for them. Individuals doing their dirty job for them. People holding position doing their dirty job for them. History of violence. I can only call it how I see it. I can't make something up that's not there. Feel me? I just can't. I'm not that much of a good storyteller. If I was, then I'll tell you, like, you feel me? In my mind, then I'll tell you, like, yo, this is just a movie that I'm trying to make in my mind. I could be a good director. You feel me? True indeed, you know, true indeed. But when you tell the truth, you are hated. You are hated for the things that you say. But I'm about to make my rounds, then I'm about to go in. You know how that shit go. It's history of violence, you feel me? And that's all they've ever provided for us. They ain't give us nothing else but just history of violence. They don't know how to lose. When they lose, they start threatening. They start making up stories about cops, this, that, and the third. Because they don't know how to lose. Like, you feel me? They just don't know how to lay bitter when they lose. Feel me? Some people just accept their losses graciously. Feel me? These people, they plan against you. They'll fight you to the death, to the claw. Like, fuck you, nigga. I hate you. I'm like, damn, nigga, it's not even that serious. Like, you done made it that serious. Fuck's wrong with you, man? What you expect me to do now? I'll let you win. Even when you let them win, they're not happy with it. Chill. Even when you let them win, they're not happy with it. You feel me? You don't give them leverage and everything else like that. When you let somebody win, that's leverage. You're giving over your leverage. By the way, anyway. You can even allow them to win to make them feel better about themselves, and they still wouldn't feel good. Feel me? History of violence. You feel me? They have not learned how to compute these things yet. They don't know how to control their little babies, which we call anger, you know what I mean? Bitterness. You know, these little babies that's out of control, that cannot be controlled easily. They don't know how to control these things. These are things that you're supposed to deal with when you're young. That's why you have the Barbie dolls and everything else like that. You have that play thing going on. You feel me? Some of us niggas had toys and cars and everything else. That role play, it was very, very important at that age. some of these kids missed out on playing when they was young to figure out and how to deal with their emotions. So they grow up to be older people and still don't know how to reason with characters within themselves. Feel me? Because they missed that chance of having a toy gun or having a toy truck or having a Barbie doll and having a role play going on. They missed the chance of even having brothers and sisters. Most of the time, some of us had to grow up trying to take over our little brothers and sisters. You feel me? I was fortunate enough to have had a young age where I was able to have role plays in my head and everything else like that, to know how to control these things when they come along. A lot of these niggas missed out. So they grow up, and guess what? They gotta fight these demons within themselves. A history of violence, you feel me? These are the things that leads to the history of violence. How do a person like that overcome these things? First thing is first, you have to admit to yourself that, yo, reason with yourself. Like, you have to sign a contract with yourself. Are the things that I'm doing to this individual, is it reasonable? Is it right for me to do this to a person? Is it in my place to discipline this individual? Would I like these things to be done to me as I'm doing to other people? Like, this is just simple question that you ask yourself. Some people don't even get to that. They're so excited. It's a dopamine when they treat somebody bad. They just get that rush. Like, they get that buzz. Ooh, like a serial killer. When a serial killer usually kills his victims, they take a little piece of the cloth or something from the person that they killed, and they role play that shit back in their mind over and over and over, because they missed that chance in their life to do that shit when they was young already. So now that they're adults, it becomes a ill. It becomes like a sickness. It becomes a sickness. You feel me? But yeah, let me get out of here, man. I already see these managers. HR trying to come at me and everything else. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Feel me?